Sorry about the breaking transmission. This things happen. I don't know why it happens sometimes. With just the technical, it was a low. Okay, Ifeoma is back. I'm trying to send for my requests so that. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the break in transmission, or it was just some technical. I actually stepped on the wire, so it just
Oh, wow.
spoiled everything mistakenly. I was trying to balance myself, okay, for you guys, like I can see some of the comment section where you came in. Some people missed your tribute to Ibidu, and they were like, "Oh, if you don't mind, can you just go back to your school days again? Like when you won Miss Lord." Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
Ifeoma, do you know what? People never get tired of hearing about Ibidu. That's what I just realized.
Yeah.
People never get tired of. Somebody even said that. Can you write a book about Ibidu?
Yeah.
That will you think about writing a book about Ibidu in the nearest future?
For sure.
You guys had a very close, because I was telling someone that, when Ibidu died, I saw a lot of people. I saw a lot of got a committee of friends, and I'm like, I knew Ibidun in school. I know she has some childhood friends in Ibadan because she grew up in Ibadan. But the person I've seen with her most is Ifeoma Williams and Bonix. Bonix. I know Ifeoma and Ibidun are very, very close. So also T.Y. Bello too was close to Ibidun too in a way. Well, I don't really hang out with Ibidu, but my friendship with Ibidu is more has to do with work. Do you understand? And whenever Ibidu sees me at any event, Ibidu is there. She sends one of her girls to stand by your table to give you everything you want. So for you guys that actually missed Ifeoma's, that came in a bit late, Ifeoma was talking about Ibidu, I'll leave the floor for her now to tell us again because she was Miss Lux 1999 in Unilag. Ibidu was Miss Lux, that was 1998. Ibidu actually crowned Ifeoma as Miss Lux. So I'll just beg her to just go back a bit, because the best person to tell you guys about Ibidu is Ifeoma Williams. If anybody, I don't know if anybody out there is talking about Ibidu. Ifeoma and Ibidu have been friends before they both got married. So, Ifeoma, please, the floor is now open for you again. Biko, don't be angry.
Yeah. So, as I had said earlier,
somebody said Miss Lux forever.
That is one of my coaches, Jimmy Tewe. So towards the end, when we're speaking about coaches and people who know what they're doing, Jimmy, I want to publicly thank him, Jimmy Tewe. You should follow him. It'll change your life forever. I was on a course when Ibidun died. I was on the Exponential Accountability Program course with Jimmy Tewe when Ibidun died. Jimmy took time out, Azuka, to pray with and for me, because he saw that I was in shambles, I was in hell. Jimmy Tewe is a phenomenal human being. A lot of people are lip service Christians and coaches. Jimmy is in his purpose, though. And if you want to know what that purpose is, and he's also been sent to you, please go and follow Jimmy Tewe. Jimmy is one of the reasons I can smile during this conversation, even though we're talking about.
Is he also a life coach like you?
He is, yeah, life, but more business. Well, let me not even call him business. He's about your purpose. Do you understand? Helping you find and accelerate and illuminate and position your purpose. Jimmy organizes your purpose and gives it direction. Do you understand? I called him something. I can't even remember what I called him during the Exponential Accountability Program. I was in cohort 5. Cohort 6 was due to start on Friday, but he had to move it to August, But anyway, you hear more about EAP on my page. But Jimmy Tewe, PJ, JT, thank you. JT was one of those who saw me through that tough time. Anyway, back to Ibidun. Ibidun lived an exemplary life. I met Ibidun in the year I became Miss Lux. I had seen her around school. I had seen this angelic girl. She would look at me. Ibidun and I, when we first met on campus, it was very strange. Azuka, you know how you look at somebody, your eyes will lock, and then you look away, almost like two lovers. So it was like, But I just used to see her, and that was it. Anyway, I entered for the locks competition, which of course was the only competition I could enter for. I don't have anything against any other beauty competition, but locks was the only competition I could enter for, because to enter for locks, you had to write an essay on why locks is your preferred bathing soap, and you send photos of yourself, and then you come into the competition if you were shortlisted. First of all, they shortlisted 20 people, put our pictures in the paper, and the whole of Nigeria had to vote. The whole of Nigeria voted and picked the top 10. And then you go to a hotel for a mini camp and for the eventual competition, which is you wear one traditional attire, one evening attire, and you answer a series of questions. No swimsuit segment. So that was the only reason I could do that beauty competition, because
it was very educative and it was very
yes,
educative.
it was about. And Azuka, if you know the background I'm from, as you've seen with my grandfather and his wishes and my cousins and all, the swimsuit segment, I don't frown at it for other competitions, but I knew that it would be a problem for my very prudish upbringing and background. So locks was an opportunity for me. Let me be honest with you, Azuka. At the time, I was thinking of the car. Now, let me all in on a secret a lot of people don't know. Ibidun's brothers were the ones who entered her for the locks competition. When they entered her for the locks competition, and she was shortly
Diro and Dari,
Ibidun did not want to go for the competition. As we later talked about it, and Ibidun went for the competition because Unilever had now announced that whoever won would be a charity ambassador. You pick a charity of your choice for 1 year. So Ibidun's main reason for going for the locks competition, Azuka, was so that she could do charity for 1 year. Meanwhile, Ifeoma Williams' main reason for going for locks was to win the car. In Ibidun's year, there was no car. Ibidun went to serve. Ifeoma went to win car. Hey! Anyway, how did we eventually meet? So I got to a hotel for the competition, and I was just being, I had checked in, and I was being shown to my room. And as I got to the door of my room, about 3 or 4 doors, I saw this girl walk out, leaving her room. And I remember looking up, as I said earlier, and I thought, Che, if this girl is in this competition, I'm finished. I'm going home. If this girl is in this competition, nobody can win it. I mean, this is not even fair. When the people shortlisted this girl, they should have just... So, back up.
Yeah. What connection,
Yes.
yeah.
And
so you were scared that if she was going to go for
and Ibidun, I looked at her, I said, this girl is in this competition, is over. Nobody can win this thing. And Ibidun looked at me and said, I didn't know she was the reigning queen. And she looked at me and said, if this girl is in this competition, she's the winner.
She said
so later that evening, no. So it was a thought in my mind, it was a thought in her mind. But when we met at dinner, the way we bonded and the way she and I were, she wasn't really supposed to mix with the contestants. But she kept coming whenever there was dinner or whatever. She would come and sit next to me, and we started bonding even before the competition. But I think at the time they had to separate it, because eventually I won, so that the other contestants won't think this is just a setup. Maybe these two, and
like it was planned or something.
And so the first secret, it's not a secret since you all know that she was an earth angel. We all know now. The first secret is that girl went into the competition to serve a charitable cause. I went in to win a car. The second thing about Ibidun, well, still part of the locks competition, as she crowned me, I have my locks video still. I'm trying to change it to DVD, because that will be an amazing memorial for life to Ibidun, especially as
True.
so as Ibidun walked, as she crowned me, Ibidun bent and whispered in my ear that you were always my winner. I have that video. RMD was the MC.
I saw a picture of you and Debbie Gunjobi. Was she also at the event too? Was she part of
Debbie,
the judges?
so Debbie clothed all of the contestants, and Debbie ended up being my chaperone when I was Miss Lux. So when I went on my trips abroad, she had to be with me, and all of that, you know. What else can I tell you about Ibidun? Too much. I don't even know where to start, you know. I've spoken about how mischievous she was, extremely. But
and
what
how she also lived with you in your house before, you know, she lived with you too before she got
so
married.
after hey Chikuka, sorry, that's another one of my friends who was with me through the ordeal. He's also very close to the Ighodalo family. We don't call him Chikuka, we call him Chikuka. It's different. Chikuka is a black belt in karate judo. Let me tease him more. Juba is a lazy boy. That's all I was saying. I'm saying these things to keep upbeat. But anyway, back to Ibidun. After that competition, Ibidun moved in with me and my family before I got married. Ibidun lived with us because her mom was in Ibadan. Mommy Isolo was in Isolo. We would go to Isolo. We would go to Lag, stay in Lag sometimes. But Ibidun lived with me, Brown Road in Ikoyi. Even after I got married, Andreas was more in the UK. Ibidun moved in to Goriola. I can see one of my husband's nieces who can tell the story of how Ibidun lived here. Busola Adiromo. So Ibidun was largely part of my family. In the last few weeks, you know, I couldn't understand some of the things she said. Ibidun approached one of my very close friends who she had a special bond with. Azuka, Ibidun called this person, I think it was in January. If she permits me to call her name, she should say so in the comments box. But Ibidun called this friend of mine in January and said to my friend, promise me something. Meanwhile, my friend and I were fighting at the time. We were not speaking. And she said to my friend, promise me you will look after Ifeoma. Sometimes people misunderstand her. Promise me you will look after her for me. She has a good heart. So yes, Mercedes has owned up. So Ibidun called Mercedes. Now, it's funny. Mercedes told me this thing in February. If Mercedes had told me this after Ibidun died, I would have thought Mercedes was trying to console me. No. Mercedes told me in February that Ibidun had called her. And if you know Mercedes and I, that's another, my ace bonkun. Mercedes and I love each other so much that we have to fight. That's like Ibidun and I. Yeah, but the difference between Ibidun and Mercedes is Mercedes and I is fire for fire. Ibidun will just walk away. Not one didn't know how to shout. But yeah, Ibidun called Mercedes and told her, look after Ifeoma for me. Ibidun and Mercedes had their bond. I know that Mercedes is greatly affected till this evening. Mercedes didn't sleep last night. What else can I tell you about Ibidun? Azuka, I want this to be a charge to everybody on this platform. Let it not be a talk shop. Let it not be something that we just say and like in true honor of and to Ibidun's life, to immortalize her. Everybody ask yourselves the question, is it worth it? Is the argument worth it? Is the losing your temper worth it? When I am gone from this earth, what will people say? What will they remember me for? Trust me, we had our quarrels. She was far from perfect, but she was the nearest thing to human perfection. Was it the pulchritude or the external beauty? Was it the beauty from inside? Was it the help and service to humanity? Was it using her pain to help other people? There's too much to talk about Azuka. Was it the love she had for her children? Was it the love she had for her staff? Do you ever see Ibidun with her staff? Ibidun saw herself as one of them. Ibidun did not delegate work as madam. She was one of them. Is it the love and support for her husband? Pastor Akenzwa said something yesterday. He said, whenever they had a function in church, everybody went to sleep because PIB, as they call her, Pastor Ibidun, will handle things. By morning, the whole place is ready. People might think, she was an events planner, it's easy. No. Ibidun gave of herself in a way that, when I think, I'm like, the other day I was just talking to her, just saying, look, if you can hear me, these shoes you've left are just too big to fill. And Ibidun liked pretty things, but they did not define her. So this is a charge to everyone, right? Let her death not be in vain. If there's somebody out there who you have a misunderstanding with, call them. It's not worth it. I know of someone who was at loggerheads with Ibidun when Ibidun died.
Wow.
There's nothing this girl didn't say. Azuka, if you see this girl now, she's a shadow of herself. She feels like it's not worth it. You know what? There are only two.
They never made up before Ibidun died. They never made up.
Tried. Ibidun tried. Ibidun tried. But she refused and said the most vile things. I mean, thank God not, but she nearly got to me. Saying, do you think Ibidun loves you? This is what Ibidun had to say. Regular human nature and some of the silly things we get involved in. I'm not saying that by all means we can't be human. And I'm not saying to you that you will not have issues as you go along. For me, let me tell you what Ibidun's death for me. Well, first of all, Ibidun's death has robbed and ripped a part of my heart that I don't think can ever be replaced. But Ibidun's death has made me come fully into my purpose. Before Ibidun's death, during the lockdown, I was doing a lot of live sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember.
I kept saying, and I kept saying to people how my purpose in life was to help people discover, define, maximize their full potential, right? And put their best foot forward and engage effectively with their audience, okay? Ibidun's death has taught me that communication is indeed, and I said this before she died, but it has meaning now. Communication is the basis of human existence. But the lack of communication is also the bane of our existence. It's not what you say, Azuka, it's how you say it. I never saw Ibidun raise her voice for one day.
Same here.
It is possible. It is possible to live peaceably with all men. If truly, whether you met Ibidun or you didn't meet her, whether you saw a good side or a side that was not that good, what you should take from Ibidun's death is how somebody can be so celebrated in death and take the good. Take the good. And the good that this girl's death has brought, number one, is the true definition of love. Number two, selflessness. Number three, that we should die empty. The Bible says, Jesus said, whatsoever you do unto my brother, that you do unto me. So, and I'm not trying, I am Christian, but this message, it applies to all of us. You don't have to be Christian, which is simply, sorry, which is simply love your neighbor as yourself. Okay. Hi. Hi. I'm happy she prayed for you, and we're all praying for you, soaking you in the blood of Jesus from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, and declaring complete healing over your life. Because as Jesus said on the cross of Calvary, it is finished. By his stripes, you are completely and totally healed. He's Jehovah Rapha, your healer. And your healing will be complete in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. So, as we remember Ibidun tonight, at the risk of repeating myself, I pray that everybody would, number one, strive to die empty. And to die empty, discover your purpose. But one thing I've also learned from Ibidun's death is that if your purpose does not involve helping others, if your purpose does not, if it's not larger than your mind can contend, and if it does not involve helping others, I don't know that it's really a purpose, because there's a difference between success and significance. Success is making money. Significance is making an impact in your sphere of influence, whether locally or globally or locally, which is a combination of local and global. If you are somebody who wants to be successful, then you die successful. But if you want to make an impact and move from success to significance, then you want to live the kind of life that Ibidun lived. You want to die empty. You want to exhaust. Yeah. You're cutting off. You're breaking, Azuka. Okay, you were breaking for a second. Your screen is fluctuating a little bit. Can you hear? It's a little. It's a little frozen. A little frozen. Can you hear me now? It was a little. Okay, you were freezing. Okay, your vision is. I can hear you. Your picture is a little.
So you hope this will not disappear again.
Some people can't hear you, Azuka. Yeah. Okay, can you hear Azuka
Stop.
now, guys? Let's just say the devil is a liar. Can you hear Azuka? Can't. I don't know what. And I can hear you. Someone says she can reconnect. Do you want to go out and come back in quickly? Azuka, do you want to do that? Okay. But it's very blurred. So nobody else can.
Okay, Ifeoma is back. Um, from my back. Rita, can you guys hear me? If you listen up. Is it better now?
Yeah, the devil is a liar.
Okay.
Horrible liar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're still on Ibidun and her personality.
Yes. So we were just saying that if there's anything that we want, it is that her life will not be in vain. I think there's a reason why her death is so significant. I think there's a reason why her death is so significant. And I think the reason is simple. At a time like this, a lot is happening. They're very uncertain times. There's already heaviness in the heart. Then somebody who was going around the whole of Nigeria, trying to build the centers that will deal with the pandemic, now dies suddenly, 5 weeks to her 40th birthday. And everybody who encountered her has something to say, in spite of the fact that she was human and, of course, did have her flaws. Everybody has something to say, from heads of states, past and present, governors, captains of industry, name it, have phenomenal.
Ex-presidents too called him.
Governor Fashola called Ibidun a butterfly. And you know the way butterflies just come, spread their color and all, and then they exit. You see, there's so much to learn from Ibidun's life. And what I was saying before we got cut off, Azuka, is let her death not be in vain. Personally, you know, as I said, and I've said and said and said, but for the benefit of those who are just joining, Ibidun taught me that it is possible to live peaceably amongst and with all men. It is possible to be at peace with everyone. Let me repeat, it is not what you say, it is how you say it. It is possible that in spite of your pain, you can want to help other people. You know, Ibidun had the challenge of birthing children, you know. But Ibidun founded the Ighodalo Foundation to help people carry their own children. You know, you should see Ibidun carrying children who, from parents who were, you know, who were beneficiaries of her foundation. There was one couple who had a set of twins. You should have seen Ibidun on the day of the naming. You know, this is somebody whose joy was from deep within. How many people can truly be happy for someone who has not even one, multiple of what you've been begging God for over a decade, after 11 attempts? And not only are you happy for those people, you are the reason, you are the catalyst for their successful parenthood. So I think that I've learned so much from this death. Azuka, I often ask myself, if there was social were normal, can you imagine which church would have contained the crowd for Ibidun's burial?
Yeah.
Maybe they would have
Can
used
imagine.
TBS. I mean, there would have been such a phenomenal overflow of, you know. And I know maybe this is me thinking things because she was like a sister, a close friend. I remember that afternoon, it was a few minutes past 2 when her body was about to be interred, was about to be laid down, finally to rest. Do you remember the downpour? Do you remember how a few minutes past 2 came like 7 p.m. and the heavens opened with the kind of rain that And then after she was
The rain,
buried,
the
the
lightning,
sea.
thunder, lightning.
Ibidun was phenomenal. You know, I could go on. We could be here till tomorrow morning, and I'd be telling you a million and one things. I remember one of my very good friends, sisters as well, Busola Odusonya. You know, Ibidun was one of my bridesmaids. Busola was one of my bridesmaids. And Busola was reminding me about once when we were going to school, University of Lagos, driving to school in the Lux car, and I was driving. Ibidun was sitting in front, and Busola was behind. She said she was just looking at both of us, that we both wore bones, posing. Lux 1 and Lux 2. Oh, I had the most, I just bless God. You see, for me, Azuka, I have learned since she died not to take anything for granted. It would be easy for me to just wake up and say, Ibidu is dead. You know, I feel like till now, I was saying to someone that I feel like there's stone in my heart and in my throat. You know, just there's one kind of heaviness. I'm trying to shake it away, it just won't go. And it's just, each time I think about her, it's almost like a new lesson, you know? So someone said to me, and it was a very kind message. The person said to me, "From the pain will not go away, ever. It might get better with time, and there will be some bad days, you know. I mean, we've laughed on this live, but I can feel myself almost breaking down again, you know. And
You guys
I
were too
look
close,
forward,
Ifeoma. You guys were too close. You guys were really close, like twin sisters.
to the
So
day when I would, but when I like break down or anything, it's not out of, sometimes I really can't control it. But I want, I just want us to, you know, so as I was saying, I think one of the joys for me is the fact that even if it was through locks that God gave me this gift for the time that I knew Ibido, maybe during that time, God wanted me to learn something. Maybe God is saying, Ibido has run her race, but there are things I need for you to learn as you. Okay, I'm so sorry. There are things I need for you to
it's
learn
okay.
moving, forging ahead, you know. Um, so her life was just beautiful, Azuka. Really
Mama, what are you
beautiful.
going to miss more about Ibidun?
Oh, Azuka. I'm fine. Yeah. Azuka, everything. Everything. I don't know. There's not one. Everything. So, everything. A lot. A lot. A lot. I think for me, the most will be that calming voice of reason. That person who was always there to tell you to just calm down, to tell you that, to tell you that you can do it. without fight. You can do it calmly. You can I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. For it's okay. But me, I'm trying to be strong here myself. I'm just holding back my tears too, because
Azuka is everything. Oh. It's everything. It's everything. But this is one of the times when
Sebastian, please hug mommy for me, please, okay?
I'll tell her how. I want to tell her some jokes, but you guys are on the live right now.
Sebastian wants to start telling jokes.
Sebastian, where is his face?
I'm coming.
Oh my God. Can't see your face. Okay, come. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you want mommy to stop crying. Okay, so what we can happen then?
I'm fine.
It was like a mother's twin sister. I can imagine how it must have felt really. And I mean, how did you even, how were you even able to, like, I know you're still fighting to be strong, because I know you're also as fragile as Ibidun, even though your world that comes in, but you're a very fragile woman. How were you able to like pull through to now?
I know is that I'm still taking the beautiful things from life. Taking the beautiful things. Azuka, I can't. There's nothing that can describe the pain. Much as I don't want to question God, but this one is heavy. This is a blow. It doesn't get easier. So I wish this was not what I call one of those moments. But sometimes the tears just come. But tonight I want us to ignore me and my to go. I just want us to remember the beautiful life she lived, you know. Just remember the legacy. Please, if there's anybody you feel you have any issue with, it's not worth it. There are only two sure things in this life. Everybody will die, and everybody has to pay their taxes one way or the other. Those are the only two sure things. And if you know we are all going to go the path of Ibidun, just look around. Let this be us coming together to remember her, to immortalize her. You know, she's not Jesus Christ, but just because of the lessons we've learned from her beautiful life, let's ask ourselves, what will she do in this situation? Okay? And if I've said to you, and Azuka has testified, and Mercedes has testified that we never saw Ibidun raise her voice. Okay? Please, if there's anybody that you have any issue with, sit the person down and talk. You don't have friends, you don't have to hang out or whatever. Talk it over. You can agree to disagree and you go your separate ways. Mutual respect, pray for the person, but don't hold anybody to heart. It's not worth it. Do not hold anybody to heart. And then secondly, in our personal, whether it is personal or business relationships, respect for everybody. Don't look down on anybody. These are things that, if I dare say, you know, I practice myself, you know. One of my personal assistant has been with me, what, 10 years? My driver, 10 years. I can't tell you how many people, you know. I'm not perfect, and I'm not Ibidun. Ibidun doesn't shout. Go from 0 to 100 in 30 seconds. So I think that's part of what I have to change now. Whether you offend Ibidun, you don't offend Ibidun. If she sees you coming, there's a smile. She's ready to hug you. If you offend me, I ain't smiling.
Same here.
No, I'm not. There's no need. Let's call a spade a garden tool, a shovel, and not a garden tool. That's Azuka. So me myself, I'm learning. But Azuka, her life was beautiful, and there's so much to learn from it. Like I said, Azuka, if you take the different aspects of life, so you take personal life, you take work, you take ministry, and then you take service to humanity. Was she lacking in any one of them? No. The only person who died and who is capable to die without sin, or who was, is, and always will be, is Jesus Christ. And that is why he was able to rise on the third day, because sin, death could not hold him down in the grave because he was sinless. So nobody is sinless. Nobody will die sinless. That's my personal belief. But, you know, Ibidun sought out her salvation with fear and trembling. She emptied herself. I know we've repeated this so many times. She died.
Yeah.
And I know that on the 14th of June 2020, I know that God would have hugged her. Jesus Christ would have said, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Ibidun is wearing many crowns, oh. He's wearing many crowns. Her mansion must be large in heaven. So the rest of us who are here, Azuka, we're actually the ones suffering. There's no pain where she is anymore. You know, different people have called me to say, how exactly did she die? And I said, of what benefit will that be to you? Why do you want to know how she died? It was an unfortunate, you know, but she didn't, I mean, it was not a painful passing, but it was unfortunate, it was sudden. You know, and I think that there's a reason why there's such an outcry about her death. Azuka, the last time I saw the world or society around immediate, you know, even all over, mourn a person was Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, true. I agree with you on that.
Similar age.
I agree with you on that. We spoke about it.
You know, the way they worked, their work ethic, the accomplishments, the way they gave back to society. So
True.
I'm just thankful to God for the privilege of having known an actual angel closely. I'm happy for how she impacted and touched my life. I'm happy for the lessons that she's still teaching me, even in death. Isn't that remarkable, Azuka?
Yeah.
Isn't that phenomenal?
Definitely.
That we are learning lessons in someone's death. Azuka, is remarkable. Azuka, it is remarkable. Azuka, a lot of young people have died in Nigeria. Azuka, this one is different. Do you understand? And when you think about the fact that Ibidun loved taking pictures, you know what TY said to me? TY said, one day she called Ibidun and said, Ibidun, please come, let's take normal photos. I'm telling you, TY said, ask her. TY said she told her, Ibidun, every time I photograph you and I look at the images after you've gone, I see angels. I need you for you to be normal. I don't want to see, I want you to just look normal, like a human being. TY said, whenever. You know, a lot of the images that were used, right? Some were taken in her garden. I mean, it's almost like, you know, when you watch certain movies that have to do with angels and things, and
Yeah.
maybe all this, or you look at someone in the mirror, or you see a different image, or TY said every time she went back to look at Ibidun's images, everything was angelic. And my sister loved taking photos. Ibidun's passing, right? Someone said to me, Ifeoma, just imagine that she's gone far and you won't see her for a very long time. And I said to the person, it's not even just seeing her. Azuka, even just hearing that her voice.
That her baby-like voice.
The voice. Hey, sweetie. That's what she will always start with. Azuka, I could go on, but
Ifeoma, the last time she called you that you guys spoke, what did you guys talk about last time you guys spoke before she died?
about her coming for Sebastian's birthday.
Really?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine. About her coming for,
Sebastian's birthday.
yeah, Sebastian turned 18
When?
on June 17.
Wow.
Said she will be back on Sunday, the day she died. And I remember her saying, unfailingly, I'm coming back on Sunday.
Billy will come. That's how she is.
Yeah, and on
So,
Sunday, I said to her, I said, is this what you meant by coming back unfailingly? Coming back in a body bag? But anyway, let's look at the beautiful life that she lived.
did she have a particular? Did she have a nickname for you? Like maybe when you're upset with her, how does she get out of your mood when you?
She just called me. I mean, we called each other Luxo, meaning Lux Original. So I would say to her, but you are Luxo now. You are the original. You are the first Miss Lux. She would say, no, you are the finest Miss Lux. So we used to call each other Luxo, and everybody used to wonder, what are these two people saying? But then I had another
Was a code name for each other.
But I had another nickname which she. In fact, last year she said she would stop calling me that nickname because that nickname is what makes me troublesome. So I mean, from school or close friends know that my nickname is from secondary school. Another close friend of mine, Banker, gave me the name, and that nickname is Scopido di Tutti Capi, and the short form is Scoppy. So she would call me Scoppy. And sometime last year she said, "I'm not going to call me Onima any Scoppy anymore."
That's what she told you.
Yes, so because she heard that I was about to go and colobi somebody. And she called me, she was begging. Meanwhile, the best fight was because of how I was going to fight somebody because of Ibidun. And Ibidun was begging for the person. Somebody who embarrassed her thoroughly, yes. And I hope the person feels bad now. Anyway, let's talk about beautiful things today. I know that's what she will want to hear.
I know. You like beautiful things and beautiful situations.
Yeah, said suru. Ibidun will always implore and charge you suru with her hand like this on her chest. Ibidun was an angel. I remember once, I don't know what happened when we were in my parents' house. Something happened. I think I was being stubborn, and My dad, so we're both sitting in the living room with my dad. My mom was cooking. And my dad looked up and said, God, you are so merciful that if the biological one you've given me wants to be a devil, at least you've sent the one that will be an angel. So when my dad went into his room, I told the Ibidun, I said, you're an angel, Abi. You will see. So yes, I must confess, I bullied her sometimes. I mean, I'm older than Ibidun. But in all, Azuka, I'm thankful for the opportunity to know her, to have known her closely. I'm thankful. Ibidun was the gift who kept on giving from the day she crowned me till the day she died, irrespective of our differences. I'm very happy and I bless God for one of my aunties who early on,
This network just starts. Where is madness? She's gone. From my left. So let me put her back. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning, for staying with us. I don't know whether it's my network or her network.
No, that wasn't network. That was me. My
okay.
phone, one of my other phone's battery went flat.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I was saying about one of my aunties. We were on the beach earlier on this year, and I was saying, oh, this is what I had heard. Ibidun has offended me, blah blah blah. Because this is my auntie's. I mean, she's my. And she said to me, no, just talk to her calmly and let it go. And that was essentially what happened, you know. And I'm so happy that I'm just happy. I'm happy that we were intact. Let me use that word when she passed. I'm happy that she knew how much I loved her. I'm happy that I knew how much, or I know how much she loved me. You know, Azuka, it's difficult for me because how do you explain somebody phoning people and telling them, look after Ifeoma for me, months before she died?
Yeah, when she called me, said,
honestly, when we're saying that, is this girl an angel? How do you explain that?
Mercedes and I spoke about it too. Mercedes told me. She was like,
I'm like, how do you explain this?
Or something.
I don't know, but Azuka, I just thank God for her life, you know. I thank God. I thank God. I thank God, you know.
Someone said here that Ibidu's death reminds them of Pastor Bimbo Udukoya. You said three deaths too difficult
Three
to
deaths too
fathom.
difficult to fathom. Yeah. Benson Idahosa, Bimbo Udukoya, and Ibidun. So first of all, on this live show, I just want to say, Auntie Dakwa, thank you. You know why I'm saying thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Ibidun was your baby as well. I know you are hurting, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, yes, but I thank God for his uncommon grace, first of all, to Pastor Itwa. I thank God for the blessings, the bundles of joy that Keke and Zenan are. Beautiful, beautiful babies, full of life. God is awesome. And, you know, as one of the...
I do also agree that, sorry to cut you, that
yes.
Keke, people are saying that there's something so super stylish about her. Like, they can see Ibidu in that. I mean, they can see that Ibidu's grace.
Oh, Keke is undoubtedly a star. Keke is undoubtedly a star.
You
She
spent
is.
time. I know you spent time with her, and also you had her birthday yesterday. I saw the pictures and videos. I mean,
Yes.
how was it? I know it
Beautiful.
must have been a sweet sour kind of.
Yeah. Bittersweet, but the girl, it was lovely. Ibidun was missed, but her presence was felt. You know, it was beautiful. I think she would have been proud of her team, her husband, the way everything was put together. It was glorious. It was befitting, you know? Yeah.
I mean, can we ever stop talking about Ibidun? Or
No, I
sometimes
don't think so.
let me say this, call me. We talk about her for like 30 minutes. They said
Going
this would go like.
to,
They said it would go like Azuka.
yeah,
I'm still in shock. Is Ibidun really dead?
yeah. Going
They
to
said
her
it to be
grave
asking me as if I
yesterday.
know, as if I know something
Yeah.
that I don't to tell her, you know.
Mm.
And my friend,
Thank you for acknowledging her. Thank you. Somebody said she was great. She helped their IVF work. Thank you. Thank you.
Ifeoma, do you know
Thank
that
you.
I never knew she did like 11 IVF until she died? I'm like,
Wow. She did.
she must have been a strong. I mean, I don't even know what to describe her. But
Because
if you
it's a
look so
very
fragile,
painful
but she's very strong. She looks very
oh,
fragile,
she's
but
a
she's a
very
very.
strong, no, she's a strong girl. I don't, you see, Azuka, I don't even like to say was. You know, it's a difficult one, but I think we should
Thank
just
you
learn
for doing
from
this.
her passing. We should learn. Azuka, as I said, if it is the personal life, humility, kindness, selflessness. If it is the work life, diligence, excellence. If it is the ministry life, dedication, commitment. If it is the charitable life, 100% selflessness to humanity. I mean, one person. Then she did all of these things externally, and she was physically beautiful. Oh my God. Look at that is the closest to excellence that you can find. You know what I mean? I
Ifeoma,
was
do you also
about to
notice that?
crack a. Mhm.
You also okay. You said it before that she was always doing everything fast, fast, like she's in a hurry.
Yes,
Even at events,
yes.
when I say at events, she's just like, where is Bidu? I mean, she just disappears and appears like a spirit. You'll be
Yeah. It's
like
almost
I'm
like
looking
she
for
was
this.
on a.
She
Mm,
not say I was there. You know how she talks now. That has tiny, baby like voice. I was just
mm,
behind there, somewhere behind.
yeah.
Oh God, Bidu.
Beautiful.
I don't
Beautiful.
know. It's just
But
sad.
I feel so blessed. So many people, I wish I knew her closely. No, I just feel blessed, and there's a lot to learn from Ibidu's life. I keep saying this.
So,
2020 generally is still a
mm,
beautiful year. There's still, what, 5.5 months? It is going to be phenomenal for you if you believe, as Pastor Paul says, you activate grace, which is unmerited favor, through faith. So believe, and remember, the power of life and death lies in your tongue. We cannot explain Ibidun's death. It is painful. It is awful. But guess what? For those of us who are here, Ibidun is resting in glory, wearing crowns, the kind of diamonds that, the kind of jewels that don't exist on this earth and can never be quantified. She is resting in glory. She has run her race. So, as you mourn Ibidun, borrow sense and think about your life. I'm telling you, Azuka, you know, Yoruba people say, I will say it in French, then I'll say it in Yoruba for you. Sucumus iramus, bagimus claritus. Taba sukun amariran agbodo gbagi. Don't cry and go and walk into a tree. Ibidun's death, as it is a wake-up call and is a second chance. God is speaking to us through COVID-19. God is speaking to us through the different things that have happened. There's one thing that is so sure: we don't know tomorrow.
who promised you tomorrow. So live each day. Azuka and I have just said how Ibidun was permanently in a hurry. Live each day as if it is your last. Let me go back. If there's anybody you have any issues with, call the person. You don't even have to talk about what happened. Just say it is okay. And respect, give each other mutual respect and move your way. But follow peace with all men, without which nobody can see God's kingdom. Now that scripture is loaded. I don't have time to preach it today. Somebody is saying sukuntis is sukumus iromus bagimus claritus. Taban sukun amari ro agbodo gbagi.
Good. So that you will not jam rock. So bottom line is, my friend lived a beautiful life, and let's just take one page, one leaf from her book, her unwritten book. So Azuka, I think you and
let's
I
talk
will
about
get
her.
into.
You know, she had plans to do this. She said she didn't want a party.
No.
She didn't want any surprises. She just wanted to bless 40 homes.
40
Let's
for
talk
40.
about that. Yeah.
Yes. So Ibidun set up a foundation, Ibiduni Ighodalo Foundation, and she set that foundation up in 2016. And you know what it was? It was born out of her pain. And for her 40th birthday, Ibidun wanted, she was organizing praise, like a session of praise. It was going to be either all night or a whole day, you know. And the second thing, she didn't want a party, COVID or not. Ibidun never wanted a party. All Ibidun wanted was to bless 40 couples, each representing a year of her life, in gratitude to God for the 40 years of her life, to bless 40 couples with IVF grants. So we all know that IVF is very expensive.
Very, very expensive.
And the Ibidun Ighodalo Foundation, you have to have been married for 5 years. You have to be legally married, you know, with a husband for 5 years, waiting on the fruit of the womb, at least 5 years. You know, with the difficulty of not being able to afford IVF, because it's to put a smile, to give hope, because IVF is not cheap. You know, if you want to donate to the foundation, God will bless you as you do. Please go to www.ibiduniighodalofoundation.com. And then if you want to be if you want to receive the grant, the portals opened at 7 o'clock last night, and they will be open, I think, until the 5th of August. So you can go to the platform. If you want to be a beneficiary of the IVF grants, go and fill in, you know, the details, okay? And by the grace of God, sometime in August, you know,
they'll announce the people that have been.
Yes, that have been successful, or sometime later. Let me not give, I'm not too sure about those dates, but it will be made public. Or rather, it would be, Ibidun was, I don't know that, let me take that back. I don't know that it would be made public, because Ibidun was not, she wasn't a public person. I mean, how many of you knew about the foundation? And you know how many people she has helped have babies from
Ifeoma fine girl. Ifeoma fine girl, I see you. Ifeoma, that's one of Ifeoma fine girl likes you so much. She likes you so much. Ifeoma fine girl.
She came on one of my, Ifeoma fine girl, how are you? Thank you for coming on board. She came on one
of your live sessions.
Yeah, she commended the work I was doing, coaching and all of that. Thank you so much for joining. So this my Azuka, I thought I would look nice and lovely for my sister Ibidun today, but I've cried everything.
But I know you're always beautiful.
But I've cried everything away.
Pele. Ifeoma fine girl. Ifeoma has been crying here since more. Ifeoma has been crying here since.
No more crying. Let's celebrate Ibidun's life. No crying.
We are fine, Ifeoma. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Ifeoma. Thank you.
Thank you, Ifeoma. Thank you so much. So, Ifeoma,
Mm.
now this foundation,
Yes.
somebody said that we hope it's going to continue, not because it's the first year of Bidu's death right now. You know how it is in Nigeria. Maintenance
No,
culture is one big
no, no,
problem.
no, 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 no. It will never have that problem. Pastor Itwa, if you know him well, is a strong man of God.
I told them same thing
He's
too.
the chairman of the foundation, and Pastor Itwa loves his wife. He is a committed person. He's committed to the foundation. That foundation will not die.
Amen.
That foundation will
Amen.
not die. And I just want to implore, it's a difficult conversation to have sometimes, but it's one I'm not going to ever be ashamed to have. Women, men, all of you on this platform, do not wait until you have millions. If truly Ibidun touched you the way you say she did, whatever you can add to the foundation, go and
Please
add.
do. Yeah.
You know, waiting, being in the waiting room, waiting on the Lord for the fruit of the womb is a very difficult experience. Go and, you know, make your donations to the foundation. All right. Let's help.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not about, oh, I'll help once and I'll leave it. Whenever you remember Ibidun and you want to continue the work and you want to help us actualize her 40th birthday dream, please sign up to the foundation. You know, and when I tell you Ibidun was bold and audacious, there is an IVF doctor here. I don't know if the IVF doctor can just give us an indication as to how much one IVF treatment for one person costs. You know, if the doctor can hear me.
Is she on the live with us? Is she on the live?
He or she, yes. The person even signified that he's an IVF doctor.
Oh, okay.
If you can just tell us
how
what
much
it costs for one. Azuka, you're going to have to pin the foundation. You're going to have to pin the address of the foundation.
Yeah.
Ibidun Ighodalo Foundation, yes.
That's Ibidun.
Yeah.
Ibidun.
Thank you, Ulama. Yes, bold and audacious in an unassuming way. Very bold, very audacious, but very unassuming and humble. Ibidun was somebody said, how did you handle the waiting period as friends? Just asking. Well, I'll answer you. Just to expatiate on what I've been saying about her love. My children were Ibidun's children. So that was not a problem. My joy was her joy. That's why she was trying to come back for Sebastian's birthday. So it didn't matter that I had children. So Ibidun Ighodalo Foundation. Yeah. I wish there was a way you could pin it.
Yeah. Toby, okay, let me call Toby to assist me. Toby, please come.
So someone said it costs about 3 million.
Is there way you can be
for IVF?
How I want to pin Ibidun Ighodalo's foundation, the Instagram handle. How do I do that?
I don't know.
Sorry,
how
guys,
to pin. I wish I knew how to pin.
Honestly.
Okay, no, I think you have to do that, Azuka. I don't think someone on the outside can do that for you.
Okay, you know what? I'll just tell you guys that you guys can send. I don't have to do it. Let me not disrupt this. Let me not go and press something now. This light will just disappear. You guys, please, you can contact Ifeoma Williams. I'm sure you can see her handle, so she can give you the details that you need for everything.
So I'm actually going to put I'll put it on my what's it called again? My bio.
Yeah, please. Yeah,
I'll put it on my bio so you can go and find out. If you have any questions, please let me know.
If possible, maybe also the account details too of the foundation.
Yes. For sure. I'll put that there. And I mean, the foundation is going to be extremely transparent. You know, run transparently so everyone can see. You know, so if one person it costs anywhere from, the cheapest cycle is 700,000 from what I've seen, and it goes up to about
A handle is Ifeoma
3
Williams.
million.
At Ifeoma Williams, that's a handle.
Yeah.
At Ifeoma Williams.
Ifeoma Williams is my handle. Yeah. So if for one person, right, it starts anywhere from 700,000 Azuka, as we've seen, and it goes up to 3 million, right? Let's assume 3 million, right? 3 million times 40. That's 120 million.
Wow. Did you
Yes.
guys hear that?
That's 120 million. If somebody was going to, 120 million. Azuka, Ibidun was a blessing. And I'm so, before, as we progress, I just want to say a very big thank you, Azuka. Thank you for the opportunity to celebrate her, to continue to immortalize her. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to tell everyone, about her. And you're right. Yes, she was going to take on the challenge alone. Talk about bold, audacious, kind Ibidun. But Azuka, thank you so much for this opportunity to be able to talk about Ibidun, to talk about her foundation, to share, to remember. I know I cried, I broke down, but thank you for the opportunity to even just relive memories of growing up together, And thank you for the opportunity, what has been burning in my heart, to say to people, guys, we're not all perfect. We're not perfect at all. Reach out to each other, right? Talk things over. Always think the good about people. Always think the good. Start from the goodness standpoint, okay? And be ready to overlook their flaws. No single one of us is perfect. Yeah, that's it really.
And everybody on this live with us, I want you guys to also know that Ifeoma is a life coach. That's what Ifeoma does. Ifeoma is a life coach, and if you have, and she also trains people too. If you have like issues, like life issues bothering you, Ifeoma too has been through a lot, and she always comes out like a champion. So you wouldn't even know how to win. You'd be surprised to even think she went through whatever it is she went through. So you can also reach out to Ifeoma. Yeah.
Thank you, Ifeoma. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
thank you.
So if you have issues, Ifeoma is there to like send a DM. Ifeoma and Ibidun has similar characteristics, just like she said. Maybe she's one that, okay, when she's angry, she doesn't pretend, she shows who she is. But Ifeoma too is very soft like Ibidun. She doesn't even have liver. Even when that worry part comes to play, she has a way of in short, reach belle, that worry part. Ifeoma cannot hurt a fly. She can't.
Thank you.
So
thank you. Mercedes,
also,
is that true?
Mercedes,
I want to hear what Mercedes has to say.
Mercedes, I just saw you. What?
Hi.
Just passed. Okay. Now, I was talking about your skin.
Okay.
I'm going back to it again because some people came in later when we've gone very far. I would have thought that by now you'd have touched your skin like bleach something.
Yes. Kemo Lala, that's another of Ibidun's friends. Kemi Ajumobi. Kemi, I've been looking for you to hug you. I know it hurts. I know it. Stella was in Unilago. Stella was in my class in law. Sorry, let's go back to the skin.
No, you have to help people now. You have to help them for them to even have time to come and be in our life.
Okay, so we're going to go on Azuka and I will come back at some point to tell you guys a lot. But let me tell you some of my routines, okay? I'm going to ask Bankole to bring a few things so I can show you, so you see that I'm actually not telling you lies. And I'm going to really share, as my sister Ibidun shared, I'm going to share a lot of my skincare tricks with you. First of all, and I'm not joking, I'm going to show you the thing so you know I'm not playing. Okay, this is something I've been taking since I was about 20 years old. It's called Ibidun. So you can see it here. Now I take the one that is for above 40. You can see 40 plus. Ibidun is for skin, hair, and nails. If you don't see results from Ibidun within 3 months, come back, let's have a chat about it. Another thing that I take is, okay, said too close. Okay, is it better now? Ibidun. And I take the one that's for 40 plus. Okay. Another thing that I take is vitamin C every day. Another thing that I use is something called glutamine. So these are things that I take inside and not
Your
far away
cream.
from me.
Meringue
I'm
cream,
going to show you the Ren. Yeah. I drink about 4 of this daily.
Somebody said Ibidun not cheap. Oh, they said it's not cheap.
But it's
That
worth
Ibidun is
it.
not cheap.
Your skin is not, let me tell you, your skin is your ultimate accessory. It's what you are wrapped in. You better spend money on your skin before you buy bag. Your skin is, you know what I mean? So Seb, can you, or will you guys excuse me for 2 seconds? Can you wait?
Yeah,
Because
of
Seb
course.
might not be able to bring all the things I want to show you. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
be right back.
Okay. Kemi, Ifeoma Fine Girl joined us. Thank you, Ifeoma, for joining us. Kemi Ajumobi, thanks for joining. Adai 16, thanks for joining. It's not cheap. Oh. Someone said it's not cheap. It's not cheap, but it's worth it. Thank you guys for joining. Kemi Ajumobi, thanks for joining. PJ, thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. PJ _O, thanks for joining. Ifeoma's skin has always been like that, you know, since I've known her. Only Hey Glamour, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us. Chinwe, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, PJO, thank you. Thank you for joining. Becca signature, thanks for joining. Kemolala, Osheo, thanks. Hey Glamour, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Bex signature Nigeria, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thanks. Thank you. Ogujiuba, thank you for joining. Thank you. Sunshine, thank you. Duni O, thank you.
Sir.
Nkemji, thank you. Thanks for Becca signature and thanks for joining us. Becca, thank you for joining us. Jessica, thank you for joining us.
Okay, Azuka, I'm back.
Okay, Ifeoma is back.
Nobody to help me carry all the things. So that you don't
allow
say
me
that.
money, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. Ifeoma is back now.
So I didn't bring my face wash, but every evening, when I wash my face with a gentle face wash, every evening, the first thing I do is this is rose water. So this is rose water.
Okay.
It's rose water. Before I use rose water, after washing my face, and
Someone said, is it safe? Someone said, is it safe? Yeah,
is what safe? Rose water, very.
Very safe.
I don't use towel to clean my face. I've not done that since I was 16 years old. You either let your face dry naturally or you use tissue. And don't ever rub your face like this. After you have a shower, just dab your face. Don't rub your face because you know it's like rumpling a cloth. Are you washing clothes? The more you do this, even when you are rubbing cream, you are causing more wrinkles on your skin. So you have to stop doing that. Guys, look at it. Oh, this is natural honey. It's from the village. Look at it. It's not the one from supermarkets. This is pure natural honey. There are some dead bees in it. So if I rub this on my face every night. So I brought it so you will see and believe. It's natural honey. I put this on my face for about 30, 45 minutes. And then I wash off with warm water. After washing with warm water, I splash cold water to close my pores. Every other night after washing my face, before I apply my REN products, I use vitamin C. And the vitamin C I like is by Mario Badescu. So vitamin C is best to use at night, not during the day. During the day, the serum I use on my face is Estee Lauder. I swear by Estee Lauder. And you can't use the same Estee Lauder. You can't use the same products that you use all over.
They thought that honey darkens the face.
If honey doesn't darken, honey doesn't darken. But if you are one of those who experiences darkness with honey, yeah, then put a bit of lemon. You can put a bit of lemon in your honey. When you put lemon in your honey, do not leave it on for too long so that it doesn't burn. Lemon is a natural brightener, even if you use lemon to wash your face. But it depends on how sensitive, you know, skin sensitivities vary. Okay, and then this is Estee Lauder as well, but this one is for your eyes. Now, ladies, do not rub your eyes. Some people will take eye cream and do this around their eyes. This is the finger. Your ring finger is what you should use for your eyes. Now, this one has an applicator, whatever, that you can use. And then take your ring finger, or if you put your cream in your ring finger, and rub inside and out, inside and out. Even when you are applying your cream, right? Don't take it and apply it like this. Take a little bit and rub up and out. Always lift your face up. Lift your face up as you are rubbing up and out. Even your neck, rub it up and out. And make sure whatever cream you're using for your face, you use for your neck down to this area that's called your décolletage, all here, right? And then this is my REN product.
Okay.
Now this is the, I don't know if you can see how it's spelled, MREIN. You can go to the REN page to check it out. And please always use a sunblock. So I use Neutrogena. So every time I run out of my Estee Lauder sunblock, I use Neutrogena. Sunblock, all you need is
her skin is always sparkling.
All you need is a 5p size of sunblock. And you take a little bit, and the same as with your cream, just dab your sunblock and go around your entire face. Okay. And then, so with my Mario Badescu, I use the face wash as well. This is a simple cleansing lotion, or what you call a toner. So in the mornings, I will use my Mario Badescu, and then I will use rose water. And I keep this rose water, I keep my rose water in the fridge. Yes. And then I'm also, you see, this is another vitamin C serum. So I'm very big on vitamin C. I don't do anything without vitamin C. And then this is Estee Lauder as well for nighttime. So this is the daytime Estee Lauder, even though they call it advanced night repair. A lot of the times it's used during the day. And this is the night one. And then this is the...
Funke said, can you see for me? Funke said, send me the tips. Funke Bokno.
Boki, you are safe. That's another one of my classmates from LAG. Boki is one of my aces. Boki is my person. Yeah. I saw a photo of Boki and Ibidun.
Okay, thank you for
my
joining
heart
us.
was
So
moved.
Ifeoma. Okay, she's back. Let me add her back. She's back.
So yeah, sorry.
1 hour just elapsed.
It just elapsed. Can you imagine? So yeah, Azuka, another thing I wanted to quickly talk about is bio oil. It might not be in the bio oil, but you can see the color. It's bio oil. I don't play with bio oil. And ladies,
So
bio
what does it
oil
do?
is for my body.
Okay.
It evens out your skin tone. Sometimes I use it on my face. But one thing I have to tell you about bio oil, any kind of oil, please make sure that your body is damp. Don't apply oil to dry skin. You won't get the same benefits. Apply when your skin is damp. All right. Yeah. So when you have a shower, you don't have to rub with the towel like this. So just dab. So dab, 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 and then apply the oil while your skin is still damp. That's the best way to apply oil. All right. For your face, remember what I said. So for Ren, for instance, now Mercedes is like my sister, and I've used Ren for too many years. But the day I went there, they were still labeling, and I couldn't wait, so I carried my cream like that. Mercedes, sorry. So if I take Ren, right, what I do with my cream, sometimes I would do it like this in my hand.
Yeah.
Apply it like this. Sometimes you can decide that you want to apply like the Japanese people. Japanese and Asians usually just dab things into their skin like this.
Thomas, sorry to cut you. Somebody said,
Yes.
can you tell us how the day routine and the night routine, how it goes? Your day
Well,
routine.
the day routine and the night routine. Okay. So, Azuka, please spell Ren. Ren is M.
Ren is yes,
M-R-E-I-N.
Yeah.
M-R-E-I-N.
Yeah.
M for mother, R for Romeo, E for echo, I for India, N for November.
Yeah.
So somebody is asking about my morning routine. I wish the boys will answer me and bring my face wash. So the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is wash my face. To even wake myself up, as I'm brushing my teeth, I splash cold water on my face. And then if I'm going to work out, I go and work out. If I'm not, I go get in the shower, have my shower. As I come out of the shower, while my face is still damp, before I dry it, the first thing I apply is either on the days I want to apply my rose water, I'll apply my rose water first. Now, there are different types of rose water. You see glycerin and rose water. This is the traditional one most people are used to. I use this one to clean off my makeup at night. But since we're talking about morning routine, I use this rose water. Sometimes I use my toner, my Mario Badescu toner. So I use either Mario Badescu or Lancome. But I don't like to mix products. But you might wonder why I have quite a few beauty products. I'll tell you the simple reason. Your skin, like your body, needs to be shocked. So I have certain staples, but there's certain products you find that after you've used them for more than 3 months, you will not see results anymore. You can leave them and come back to them. Please, I'm not saying leave them for 1 year, then come back. Any skincare product that is older than 1 year old, some of them have expiry dates. Now, do you notice that there's one thing they put on containers? Like, I'm trying to see if I can find anyone here. Can you notice this thing at the back of the container that it seems like a jar with the lid open? Right. Usually you'll see a number there. So you will see, they will say 12M, 8M. 12M means 12 months, and that's the expiry date. A lot of women didn't know that. When you see that jar with the lid open and you see 12M, 8M, it means don't use after 12 months. So can you see it? I hope it's not too close. So can you see that jar with the lid open?
Yeah.
When you see that, that's the expiry date.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So my morning routine. So my regular morning routine, after I wash my face and clean with tissue, I use this with cotton wool. A lot of women use cotton wool like this. Like this. That is wrong. Put it on the cotton wool and dab your face. Dab your face right round.
Oh. Are you
You
sorry?
don't rub. No.
I
You
rub.
tug at your skin. No. No. Tap. Outside, and even if you want to rub, make sure you are swiping up. So this, you should not use it. Stella was asking about skin peel. I'm not sure I saw the question, but your skin peel should not be, you shouldn't do a skin peel more than once a year or once in 18 months. All right. Then after I finish with this, I use this. After using this, my rose water, I use my daytime serum, which is Advanced Night Repair by Estee Lauder. In between your daytime serum and your cream, please leave at least 8 to 10 minutes. Let your serum soak into your skin, into your pores. Don't apply serum and apply cream. You are not receiving the benefits, or you will not receive the benefits. So after this, then I use my eye cream. Eye cream is very important, especially over the age of 40.
How do we wash our face during a night bath?
During a bath. So it's the same thing. So always make sure you wash up and out. Up and out. You see people that wash their face like this, I think they are washing clothes. You are just inviting wrinkles all over. You're like, don't wash your face like that. Up and out. Up and out. Up and out.
Like this.
Then, yes. So apply your soap. Even if you have time and you want to do like circular movements all around, and if you have time, okay. Then after I finish applying this, I apply so this is Mario Badescu. I did the bigger cream. It was too much for me to carry downstairs. So it depends on. Usually I use my Estee Lauder Day Cream. So after I've used my moisturizer during the day, then I apply my sunblock. Like I said, I have backup products like this Neutrogena. It is fantastic. And you can see it's 100 SPF. Okay, yeah. Then for nighttime, same thing. Clean my makeup up with this rose water. Wash my face usually. Come out of the bathroom. Use this. Okay, so before I wash my face, go in the bathroom to wash my face, I've applied my honey. I've left my honey on for 30 minutes. Then I wash it off with regular soap. Clean with this Mario Badescu. Use my rose water at night again. The difference is at night, every other night, I make sure I use either one of my vitamin C. So these are the brands I like for vitamin C. Then after using my vitamin C, it's now time to use my Advanced Night, my Estee Lauder for night. Right? After using my Estee Lauder for night, I now use my Ren cream at night. I believe Mercedes will advise. There's Ren has products that you can use in the daytime.
Yeah.
Okay. But I guarantee you, with this Ren, there's even the super silky range, I think it's called. Okay. Mercedes gave me a sample of that. That's what I'm actually using now. And then in the morning, I go back to my morning routine.
Is this an everyday routine? Somebody said, is this an everyday routine?
Oh, yeah. Morning and night. You have to take care of your skin. And I hope you drink water, drink your vitamin C, drink your Ibidun.
Doctor said women are trying.
Drink your vitamin D. You can see my vitamin D is 10,000 IU. So, yes, the honey is every night. I use honey every night. If I'm too tired, I just wash my face. And what about body cream? Okay, I use this rose water all over my body. I have a spray bottle. So I first use the rose water all over my body. Then before the rose water dries, I use an oil all over my body. Funke, my skin has been amazing since you've known me. But since I was like 16 or much younger than 16, I've been rubbing palm oil. So maybe it's the palm oil that's the secret. But palm oil is that story for another day.
Palm oil aspect too.
Okay, no, palm oil is I use palm oil to bath every 2 weeks. A lot of my close friends will tell you they know this. I rub palm oil all over my body and sit on you know what they call akpoti, that wooden bench. I sit on newspapers in my bathroom. Then I take coin. Loofah.
What are the recipe for guys?
Hey guys, guys, there's one recipe, but I don't know if you people will do it. There's one fantastic recipe for guys, but Dr. Magnum Arts. Doctor, there's one fantastic, if you said the palm oil thing, they know, you see? Doctor, there's one fantastic recipe for guys, but I don't really advise it anymore because people exceed the dose. Doctor, especially shaving bombs and all those funny things, aspirin, if you crush aspirin and put a little bit of water, make it like paste like, and put it on your face. But you know the skin absorbs, so it can absorb the aspirin. But I think some people put a bit too much, that they start even tasting it in their throat. So I don't really give that advice if I'm not there to administer it. But doctor, aspirin works. So aspirin works. Yeah. So palm oil, what do I do? My palm
Someone
oil
said,
is
please
either
allow
from,
to finish the palm oil recipe, that they're interested in that palm
yes,
oil recipe.
yeah. So palm oil, a lot of people say, isn't it messy? I can tell you how it won't be messy. Place newspaper on the floor, put a bench, stool, whatever you have. Apply your palm oil all over. That would be a good time to watch a sermon on YouTube or listen to an audiobook. I keep it on for an hour or longer. Then you take coin. Do you know what coin is? Loofah, local sponge. Now, don't go and do like this. So before you take the coin, have like a towel that you've designated to palm oil. Dip it in warm water, squeeze, and first of all, clean yourself down before you get into the bath. And you now take any nice soap, take your loofah, and then buff your skin. I didn't say scrub, I said buff, polish your skin, polish your entire skin, what I know about, one thing I know about palm oil is the evenness that it gives your entire skin, glove sponge is not the same as coin. Native sponge is coin. Yes, loofah is better than glove sponge is oibo. No, we don't need that for, aspirin on the face. Somebody is asking, yes. I actually have it upstairs. I would have shown you my crushed aspirin. So, sometimes with your period, you can just notice like maybe a, what is it called? Period pimple or like a blemish, or aspirin really helps. Palm oil is excellent for the kids. Super. You won't believe their complexion as will turn out. Abenib 002. I think you're asking what the aspirin is for. Aspirin is very good for blemishes and spots, but like I said, I'm very careful because the skin can also absorb. So be careful. And there's some aspirins, particularly the ones that are made in Nigeria, that can actually sting your skin. Do I use palm oil on my face from here to the last part of my toe?
I use palm oil every 2 weeks. So I have let you in on some secrets. At least that got my mind off thinking about the heaviness in my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send me a DM.
Was a good distraction.
Yeah, it was indeed. So I'm happy to have shared my routine with you. But with exercise, with eating right, with everything, the key to achieving the results is consistency. Don't do it for 2 days and come and tell me, Ifeoma, it didn't work for me. If you want to see the results, do it for a long time and remain consistent with it, and you'll see the results. Mr. Williams is off to bed.
This is your husband.
That's Ibidun's good friend too.
Yeah.
He's confused.
Oh, I can
Yeah.
imagine.
So, ladies, that's me in a nutshell.
Then I'm going to ask Ifeoma one last. Ifeoma has authored a book before. A lot of people know that. Ifeoma is a publisher.
That I've refused to publish.
Yeah. Is it not Sako?
Shako. Yes.
What's Shako all about? Briefly.
So as one of my coaches said to me, publish this first edition and then we can do the revised edition. Shako is a book on women's style. It's a book on putting yourself together and organizing yourself. Not necessarily, it's not focused on clothes alone. It just gives you insights as to social graces, etiquette, starting a conversation.
The book is called Shako.
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 No, but I promise that I will. Now I have a good reason to dedicate Shako to somebody. We all know who it will be dedicated to.
Ibidun, of course.
So I will. Shako will be released shortly. I will open up conversations with my publishers.
Then also, Ifeoma used to also edit Genevieve magazine. I think we're the first editor. I think,
The fashion editor.
yeah, of Genevieve magazine.
I don't know if I was the first. I can't remember who was editing before me. I cannot remember, to be honest.
I can't even remember. Are you sure you're not the first fashion editor of Genevieve magazine?
No, there was someone before me, or there were people before me.
So how was your journey in the media world? How was it like? 'Cause
Well,
I
it
know I
was
see you
fun.
in different places. This day, New York fashion. You were there
Yeah,
once.
in New York, the New York
Yeah.
Fashion Week and all that. Yes,
And you also involved with Arise Lagos, the early
I
stage of
was.
Arise.
I was. Interesting times. That was finding my feet, discovering myself as an image consultant, going through the entire gamut
Uncle
and
Adebayo,
everything.
Uncle Adebayo, I have to wave.
Hi, Uncle Adebayo. That's one of my personal people. Now that's a designer. If you know Adebayo Jones, you know fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey in image consulting, fashion editor for Genevieve, styling a Rise fashion show, going on to Viacom. You know, Viacom is the world's largest media company. Viacom,
Uncle
I mean,
Joe.
we all know Viacom channels. MTV Base, VH1, Nickelodeon, Comedy Central, BET, Paramount Pictures. Those are the ones I can remember for now. So yes, Azuka, I've been in the media space for a while.
So Ifeoma,
And
are you okay? Your book right now, you said you're going to dedicate it.
yes,
But we
for
don't
sure.
so we see you in future like writing a book about your friendship with Ibidun, something about friendship, and how she
I'm
impacted
sure.
you.
I'm
It
sure.
might even be like a coffee. I'm sure you guys have so many pictures together.
Oh yeah.
You have so many pictures together. It might even be like a coffee table book. It doesn't have to be like a proper
Or
novel.
something just dedicated to her, right?
Yeah.
That's an excellent idea, to be honest.
You have to
That's
do
an
it.
excellent,
Maybe
yeah,
work towards
yeah.
it before her next birthday next year, or
Birthday.
maybe like the day she
Thank you
died
for
or
that
something.
idea. It's still
I know you
very
guys have
surreal.
pictures together. You have a good history together. Because you know me too, I'm always blunt. I saw so many people forming like groups, Ibidu's friends, and I didn't see Mama Williams there. I didn't see everybody there. I'm like, people are not serious. People are not serious. I beg.
Well, but
I knew you guys in school. In like those days, everybody form. Everybody get their own clique, forming teams. But we never knew that after school that we might even get to meet each other and even work together and do
yes,
things together.
small
So,
world indeed. Small world indeed.
so I think you should put that in as part of your project for next year.
For
I know
sure.
it might be stressful for you, but you can multitask like you do. You can. Just
Ah.
said you like this. I'm telling you,
Bucky, my dancing partner.
greatest akokite.
Great.
Oh my God.
Bucky, I can't wait for the next groove. I can't wait to dance with you. Bucky, what we need is a video of you and I doing choreographed dance.
Oh, that'd be
Don't you
nice.
mean it? Do
That
you
would be
know
nice.
since when Funke Bokno and I used to dance? From secondary school.
Wow.
Bucky, we have to get back on track, okay?
Every time I go to a party event that Funke is the event planner, I'll use time to wait to see whether Funke will dance. And of course, Funke will definitely dance.
No, Funke has to dance now. There's so many great akokites here. Too many
Yes, so
akokites.
greatest akokites.
Yes. See, let us celebrate each other now that we're all alive. Nobody
I'm
is
telling you.
promised tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bucky, you and I are doing a dance video.
Dance video.
Yes, styles, akokites.
That would be
It's
so
very
nice.
important. Yes.
Okay,
Azuka, thank you for encouraging me
no.
tonight. Thank you.
It was because even after this life now, me and Mr. might talk to the next morning again. It's about Ibidu. Do you remember when Ibidu did this to you? Do you remember when Ibidu did that or did that? When Ibidu did this, when Ibidu called me, Mr. was planning a show. Do you remember?
We talked about it tonight. Mercedes is planning. Okay, let me just keep my mouth shut. Mercedes will tell you. We talked about it tonight. Ibidun was supposed to be the organizer.
Yeah, she was supposed to plan it for Mercedes. God. I remember very well. So, and
Mercedes and I talked about it. She has. Oh, someone says, can we have a master class on brand management? For sure.
Of course.
DM me. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I was saying that Mercedes has something planned for Ibidun to immortalize her. Mercedes, thank you. I'm not going to reveal what it is until you do. Yeah.
That'll be fantastic. I wish Mercedes can come on this live. This Instagram live, I think we should create where they have to like make it like 3 people talking the same time.
Instagram will soon get to that, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Ifeoma, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
It's never a dull moment talking about Ibidun, really.
Yeah.
You just keep on remembering, like you said, she has her own, nobody's perfect. But Ibidun's good part of her personality covers. It's very hard to even say or see what Ibidun does wrong.
Yeah.
So Mr. What did you say? What did Mr. say?
I didn't get what Mercedes said. Just the 2 of you. I wasn't sure I got the end.
One last thing, I think.
Only you can keep me on this long, Azuka. So another tip for skincare.
Yeah.
Make sure you sleep 8 hours, though.
Oh, Mercedes
will tell you. I think Mercedes is the one that has ruined my sleeping pattern. I'm usually in bed by 9:30 or 10.
Wow.
So 9:30 usually, and then I get up at 4:45.
Mercedes does not go to bed early. She's always busy.
I say she's a bad influence on my sleep. What are we going to do about that?
Zoom can give. You might have to do a Zoom class.
I
Someone
will.
said Zoom can give more speakers at the same time.
So we have to do something on Zoom and have a good conversation about Ibidun, life.
Yeah. So everyone who has actually had something to do with her can come and talk about their experience and the Ibidun that they know. Okay.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Azuka.
Banker's skin too is awesome. Ifeoma, that's you, Joe. This one Funke wrote. Funke just commented. Funke said,
Banker too is a chemist, too. Serious chemist.
Hey, one thing I forgot to ask you. On your 40th birthday, you had this dancing display. It's like we were watching Michael Jackson. I mean, I don't understand. Is it that you took your time to learn how to dance like Michael Jackson? Because that was out of it. That was
so. I have always danced the moonwalk. If you know me through my life, but I practiced Bailamos Dance Company. I learned that dance for weeks. It was intentional because I wanted one of these musicians to come and perform at my 40th, and he asked for 8 million. So I told my event organizer that I would be the entertainment. I would dance for my people. I've been dancing all my life, he wanted 8 million to perform for, whether I say 12 minutes or so.
8 million. It's not singing, just to perform.
I told my event organizer that I would dance, and my Michael Jackson was phenomenal. I mean, you saw the performance, if I may say so myself.
There.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed it, and I'm planning to do another video with Funke Buckner. Funke, we're going to do Rhythm Nation, Janet Jackson. Funke, are you there? Let me see you say yes. We're doing it. Funke, whether she likes it or not, we'll start practice in about 2 weeks. Funke, go and start running. I'm very fit. Oh.
Oh, you don't kill me. I can't wait.
Good.
Will it be for your next birthday or just for fun?
No, we'll just do it in memory of Ibidun. Thank God Funke is our friend.
She said she's ready. Funke said she's ready.
Good. Funke, so we will just pick where and start our rehearsals. So get ready.
So the guy now, 8 million, the guy now made you just dinner yourself. I can dance now. Why would I go and pay $1 million?
I have to borrow my self-sense. You know what they said? The kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violent taketh it by force.
By force.
Yes, so I had to be wise. Wisdom is
Oh my God.
profitable.
Yeah. Oh my
Hey,
God.
Ifilantic, I'm ready. Hey, we're going back to lag days. Ifilantic. Funke,
So
I'm
I hope,
calling you. Hey.
I hope you guys had fun. I mean, like joining the session with me and Ifeoma. You know, because Ibidun on a good day, Ibidun doesn't like sadness, so we have to just distract ourselves from. You guys saw Ifeoma cried all through almost through the session and everything. You know, we have to just distract her from, you know, our heavy hearts. We are still mourning
Thank you.
Ibidun. Ibidun touched, if you, except you didn't meet Ibidun before she died. Even if you are a house girl, a houseboy, a gate man, everybody who met Ibidun has a story to tell about Ibidun.
For
I
sure.
just told you guys before I lost the first one we did. There's a friend of mine who met Ibidun 6 years before Ibidun died, and she was ill and had to go to America. And she just called me from the blues and said that, Azuka, I want your friend to pray for me. I'm like, which my friend? He said Ibidun. I said Ibidun is not a, she's not a healing pastor. I mean, she's not a, I mean, she's not, I've not seen her done anything like she heals anybody before. She can just pray for you. So just let her just pray for me. I said, okay, let me call Ibidun. I called Ibidun. Like I said, Ibidun was on our way to Ebonyi State. That was like 2 a.m. Ibidun and I talk sometimes like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. sometimes, you know. So I called her and Ibidun said, put her on. Ibidun prayed for her for like 1 hour. And Ibidun even told me to send her account details that she knows she might need money. I did. Ibidun transferred money to her, you know. So it's hard to forget Ibidun, really. It's very hard. It's very, very hard to forget Ibidun. Ibidun is one woman we all know that we that actually encountered her before she died, we never ever stop talking about her. If I do know that there's never a day that passes by that Miss and I don't talk about Ibidun.
Hey,
You remember
that
one
is
thing
me.
Ibidun did, one
That
thing
is
she
me and
said.
Mercedes or me and Auntie Daps, for sure.
So, Ifeoma, I have to thank you so much. I know you're very busy, and for you to find time
Thank
to
you,
be
Azuka.
with us this evening, you know, because I know that you are the only person I think that I felt comfortable with talk about Ibidun, because you and Ibidun spent a lot of time together from the Unilag days. And if you all see the poster that we posted, you can see Ifeoma in her crown. Ibidun was by her side with Debbie Ogunjobi. So it will just, I mean, it shows how long they've come as friends. And they've lived together before. Ifeoma is like family to Ibidun. Ibidun is like family
Yep.
to Ifeoma. They both know each other's family. So I just felt Ifeoma was the right person to talk about Ibidun, that I know that I'll be satisfied. And that's why I had to bring her on this evening. Just for us to, I mean, you know, we just can't stop talking about Ibidun. This is like a special tribute night for her. And I hope you guys learned from some of the things from Ifeoma said about life, and how if somebody probably has offended you, put a call across. And I'm very stubborn. I mean, what Ifeoma said was very, very deep. I don't know if I don't know if I think I can't do that if I offend somebody. But if I know that somebody hurts me so badly, I don't know if I can pick up my phone to call. That's just the truth. But maybe in my mind, I'll pray to God so I can forgive the person, whoever the person is.
You have to
What
forgive.
Ifeoma said
Look
this
at how
night,
Ibidun just left.
yeah.
It's not worth
What
it.
Ifeoma said this night, I think I have to also learn. I have to inculcate it in my life, like in my personality,
Yes.
because you learn every day. It doesn't matter
Yes.
who's older, who's younger. You just learn from people every day. It's a
Yes.
very tough thing to pick up a phone to call someone that's offended you. It's very
For sure.
tough, but
For
it's
sure.
something that, as children of God, as Christians, and we have to learn to inculcate some things that is not in us. You know, Fama, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate,
Thank
and I
you.
hope somebody's sending comment from Ghana.
Yeah.
Even in Ghana, we felt the pain.
Felt the
Oh,
pain. Wow.
thank you. So
Kemi said very stubborn, no, but your heart is beautiful.
is it okay? Me, Abby, can you see me?
I'm not even sure if she's talking about me. Kemi have changed now.
Can you
Because
see
of
me or
Ibidun
Ifeoma?
have
Who
changed.
is it? Who are you? Is it Ifeoma or me or
Kemi, who is
Kemi?
the stubborn person?
Specify.
Is
Is
it
it
Azuka
Ifeoma
or
or me
Ifeoma?
or both of us? Who are you referring to?
Kemi, who is the stubborn person? Kemi is not typing again.
Oh, Jennifer, thanks for joining us all the way from America. Thank you so much from Jennifer. Not easy to forgive. Oh. It's not easy to forgive, Sha. Let's no talk true. Kemi said I'm the one. I know I'm stubborn. I'm very stubborn.
But Azuka has a beautiful heart. Beautiful heart.
Thank you, Eshegon. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys see, everybody just coming like family. We can't even end this life. We're just rolling.
Abio.
Esheo. Ifeoma says zucchini.
Kemi, zucchini.
Oh my God, Kemi.
Kemi is special. Kemi, we have unfinished business. So after this live,
you guys will talk.
Yes.
All right, guys. I don't even have to end this live.
Okay.
It's been very touchy, very emotional for us today. Thank God I didn't cry. I was pressing my tears. I pressed it so hard, you know. And when we
I cried for both of us.
Yes, I had to really change the topic because I know myself. If I go take me past you now, if I start my crash for you, and I don't like, you know. So I don't know. Jesus, her heart is so.
If Zuki has got your back, go and sleep. I agree, 100%.
Thank you, Kemi, share Remy.
I agree. So much. I agree.
So, ladies, thank you so much for joining this live. And Ifeoma
and gentlemen,
Ifeoma, you have to do something that we will have to also gather maybe sometime when Corona is over for a video, just for us, just you know, do that. Kemi was supposed to do it too. Oh, just you know.
Kemi is not seen, so Kemi, please. Okay, everybody, please, on this live before you go, just say at Kemi Ajumobi, please forgive Ifeoma. Kemi, because of Ibidun, forgive me.
Kemi, forgive
everybody
Ifeoma,
send Kemi please. Just send Kemi a heart. Press your hearts now. Let us see it going up in flames. The side of the screen.
It was an angel.
I know, she was an angel. Guys, please, can you just give a love emoji to Kemi, please, okay, on my behalf?
Kemi, for me on behalf of Ifeoma.
Oh, look, Kemi, can you see? Kemi, can you see? Oh, thank you. Oh, Kemi, look, for you and you alone. Kemi, you have to write here that Ifeoma, I forgive you.
Abi.
Kemi, write it here, because see how many people see all the hearts. Kemi, write Ifeoma, I forgive you. Otherwise, we're not ending this live. It's past midnight, but we're not going anywhere.
Kemi, please,
until Kemi writes Ifeoma, I forgive you. This Kemi, write it now.
Kemi, write that you're forgiving us so that.
Oh, Kemi, you are not writing it. Kemi, you don't want us to sign out. Kemi does not want us to go anywhere.
Sorry,
Kemi, you have not written it. Kemi, write Ifeoma, I forgive you. Kemi says, see love, child. Kemi, write it.
Kemi, write that you're forgiving Ifeoma now.
Hey,
oh my
the
God.
Love the Totori Mio.
Love the
Kemi has refused. Ifeoma Ngwano, I forgive you. Hey!
Okay.
On that note, we can say good night.
Yeah, good night. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. See you guys on Thursday. I've been able to get the journalist who said that Ned Moko uses his wife for ritual. Kemi, they hear me so. I was able to get our senior colleague, Azuka Jeboze. He lives in America. And Ned Moko has sued him for, I think, 5 billion naira for saying he's a ritualist. So it's going to be on my live net on this Thursday. So guys, join me if you can. Be nice to hear what he has to say, because he said he has things to say. And Ned and him were like neighbors. They are from the same place, and they never lied. He has evidence, like he said. So see you guys on Thursday, and God bless. Good night.
Night all.
Enjoy this. Oh,
I love you.
Thank you, Mama. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. On Thursday, I have another guest. Good night, guys. Bye. Endemi. To be ended. What do we do next?